Welcome! In this video, I'm going to be showing you 15 tips and tricks that you can use to better your pixel art skills. I'm going to make this nice and quick. First, pick a program. Sprite is the best choice for $20, but if you want to do pixel art for free, I recommend pixelapp.com because that's what I started with and it is very good. Your next choice, if you don't like that, is pixelart.com. The program I'm in right now is Sprite. Tip number 1, whatever program you choose, you should memorize the keybinds for everything you're going to commonly use, like the brush and the fill tool, so you can quickly navigate through your software. Because having to move your cursor all the way over to push these tiny buttons in the corner is not very efficient. Number 2, whenever you have some pixel art that's been upscaled and you want to shrink it down to its original size, all you gotta do is count how many pixels wide a single scaled up pixel is. In this example, it's 4 pixels wide, so I will go rescale the sprite divided by 4, then I will get its original size. Number 3, if you're struggling on finding colors for your artwork, use a color palette. You can find them on lowspec.com. There's other websites, but this one I use the most. Color palettes can also help you make the most of the pixel art format. Number 4, when shading your work, remember to define a light source. This can give your creation more depth. Number 5, when animating something fast in pixel art, you're probably gonna want to use the smear method. If 2 frames are very far from one another, then it's gonna look ugly. So let's put something in between it. Whoop, and that looks nice. And there we go. We can finish this off by adding some more frames that are just pushed off to the side to make it rest a little bit. One place to another, the smear method makes it look nice. Tip 6. This is very simple. Just use layers. They're very handy for when you want to change something later. You can't change it if they're all in the same layer. Layers can also be used to add depth. See this tree? It looks very flat. But if we make a layer below the log, then we can use a darker color for the leaves and then draw behind it. It gives a lot more depth to your creation. Bonus tip, remember to rename your layers, even if you don't like being organized, because that will hurt you later when you have 100 layers and you're trying to figure out where that tree is. Tip 7, don't use blur. It typically looks bad in pixel art. With that being said, I'd like to say that every art rule is meant to be broken. So if blur looks good on your artwork, use it. Especially if it's ugly and you're trying to hide it from other people trying to see it. That was a joke. Tip 8, don't use black and white as shading. Instead, use it for some more important things. For example, a black hole. So now space is black and the black hole is blacker. A good example for using white is characters' eyes. Another reason I'm saying that you should use black and white carefully is because beginners use black and white a lot for shading and it just generally does not look good. If you used a preset of colors, you could get around that. Tip 9, when making some artwork featuring a character, you don't really need to care about the size of your canvas. All you gotta do is zoom in, make your character, so you don't have to worry about the sides of the canvas. And then when you're happy with the character, then you can simply rescale your canvas to a size that is comfortable for the character. Then you can begin your background. Tip 10, learn your program. This is really helpful. Once you've learned your program very well, you'll be able to make anything you want with ease. This goes along with learning the keybind, but as soon as you know your program, you'll be able to do a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't normally know. You can make your art a lot quicker and smarter. Tip 11, if you want to make your artwork more impressive and it stand out more, animate it. Tip 12, practice perspective. This one's hard, but it can make your artwork way more believable. Tip number 13. There's nothing wrong with using reference images, just as long as you're not just gonna straight up copy them. They are called reference images, so you just refer back to them, not copy them. Remember, you're making your own artwork, not someone else's. This is why I don't like those apps on your phone that are color by pixel, because that's not pixel art, that's literally tracing someone else's artwork. Tip 14. When drawing characters, make sure not to make them look very flat or straight, because that will look very uninteresting, no matter how many colors you use. Try to make them look more organic and normal. I'd just like to say that this step is actually hard for pixel art because you're drawing in squares. Tip 15. If you plan on animating your work, learn the 12 principles of animation. They're going to be very helpful on your journey. I can recommend Alan Becker's tutorial, but I plan on making a tutorial for the 12 principles of animation one day. I'll link the video below so you can watch that later. And just to tell you one of the 12 principles of animation, there's squash and stretch, which basically says that whenever an object collides with another one, it should squash and stretch based on the properties of the object. So if it were a bowling ball, there wouldn't be very much squash and stretch. But if it were a bouncy ball, then it would have a lot. This also goes for when the object's moving. This makes it look a lot more natural. And that's all 15 of the tips. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Subscribe because I'm trying to grow this channel. Like because I want this video to be shown to more people. I'll see you in my next video. Can't tell you what it's about though. I don't know yet. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in my next video. This was MJ. Goodbye.